Welcome you all. Myself T. Mohandas, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Government College of Engineering, Bargur. I am going to present about the topic Shannon-Fano encoding. What is Shannon-Fano encoding? It is one of a entropy coding technique. Now, let us have a quick recap on entropy coding. Entropy coding is a source coding technique in which the design of variable length code ensures that the average code word length approaches the entropy of discrete memoryless source. There are two main types of entropy coding techniques. The first one, Shannon-Fano source encoding. Second one, Huffman source encoding. Now we can proceed in detail about Shannon-Fano encoding. Shannon-Fano encoding provides a procedure for efficiently assigning variable length binary codes to discrete memoryless source symbols such that the resulting ones and zeros appear independently with almost equal probabilities. The codes obtained by this method are prefix condition codes. The message set of discrete memoryless source be represented by a random variable. Capital X is a set of message x1, x2, x3 up to xk with the probabilities of the message being the set of probability contain p1, p2 up to pk. Shannon-Fano encoding algorithm contains 6 steps. The step 1, the given probabilities are arranged in decreasing order. Step 2, the total probabilities are divided into 2 groups so that each group contains more or less equal probability. Step 3, binary values are assigned for the groups. Binary value 0 for first group and binary value 1 for second group. Step 4, if the divided group carries more than one symbol, that particular group should be further divided into 2 subgroups so that each subgroups should contain more or less equal probability. Step 5, assign the binary values for the subgroups as per step 3. Step 6, repeat the step 4 and step 5 until the 2 subgroups carries only one symbol. Assign the binary values for the final 2 subgroups as per mentioned in step 5. Let us now see the application of this algorithm with an example. Example 1, a discrete memoryless source capital X having a set of message carries x1, x2 up to x5 has the following probabilities. and find the code efficiency and redundancy using Shannon-Fano encoding. Solution: how to find code efficiency. The code efficiency is nothing but the ratio of h of x with respect to L dash. H of x is nothing but entropy or average of information. L dash is nothing but average code word length. Now the h of x can be expressed. H of x is equal to summation limit varying from k equal to 1 to k pk log base 2 of 1 by pk. And L dash, the general equation, is equal to the summation of k equal to 1 to k pk into nk. Pk is the probability of the occurrence of the message. Small nk is nothing but message code word length, can be found using Shannon-Fano encoding theorem. And how to find redundancy is 1 minus eta is nothing but 1 minus code efficiency. The given message and corresponding probability values are taken for calculation. Generally, the sum total of probability of occurrence is always 1. In this problem also, you can cross check the total probability values comes to 1. Now let us proceed with Shannon-Fano algorithm. As per the first step of the algorithm, the given probabilities are arranged in descending order. While arranging the probability values, we have to approach from x1 to x5. In the given problem, x4 contain the maximum probability is 0.3 and x3 contain least probability value, that is 0.1. Hence, accordingly, the probability values are arranged in descending order. I have shown the arrangement list here according to the step 1. As per step 2, the total probabilities are divided into 2 groups so that each group contains more or less equal probability. As per the arranged probability list, what I have shown, for understanding purpose, first case, if we consider first value as G1 and remaining probability values are G2, the G1 total probability value is 0.3 and G2 total probability value is 0.7. Here the variation is very large. In second case, if we consider first 2 probability values as G1, remaining probability value as G2, then the G1 total probability is 0.55 and G2 total probability value is 0.45. Similarly, for third case, if we considered first three value as G1 is nothing but 0.3, 0.25 and 0.2, and remaining probability value considers G2. The total probability of value of G1 is 0.75 and total probability values of G2 is 0.25. So the variation is very large. Hence, here we are finalizing with second case. The G1 total will give 0.55 and G2 total will give 0.45. See here, first two probability values get added, 0.3 and 0.25 is assigned as a G1 and remaining probability values assigned as a G2. Here the total values gives for G1 is 0.55 and total value of G2 is gives 0.45. Now as per step 3, the binary values assigned for the groups, binary value 0 for first group and binary value 1 for second group. Here G1 is the first group. So as per the algorithm, the G1 can be assigned the binary value is 0 and G2 can be assigned the binary value is 1. As per the step 4, if the divided group carries more than one symbol, that particular group should be further divided into two subgroups so that each subgroups should contain more or less equal probability. Let us consider G1. The G1 contain two symbols. One symbol carried by x4, one symbol is carried by x2. So G1 can subdivide into two groups. The name or the first group of G1 is G3 and second group of G1 is G4. As per the algorithm step 5, assign the binary value for the new groups. G3 is a first group of G1, assign the binary value is 0. G4 is a second group of G1, is assigned the binary value is 1. When we considered group 2, it contains three symbols 1, 2, 3 carried by x5, carried by x1 and carried by x3. Now the group is more than one symbol. Now the G2 can be divided into two subgroups with more or less equal probability. The G2 is subdivided into the group, as I mentioned in the letter, is G5 and G6. Here I considered with equal probability, G5 contain the probability is 0.2, G6 contain the probability 0.25. Is nothing but addition of x1 and x3 message. Now G5 is the first group of G2. Now the G5 group can assign the binary value is 0 and G6 is the second group of G2, then assign the binary value of G6 is 1. Now I am going to consider the G3. In G3 group is contain only one symbol. There is no further reduction. Similarly for G4 and G5. But coming to G6, it contains more than one symbol. Now the G6 can go into be subdivided into two groups with equal probability. Here the probability value 0.15 it considers a one group, and the probability value 0.1 is considered as another group for G6. Now G6 contain divided into two groups now is denoted by group 7 and group 8. Now group 7, G7 is nothing but the first group of G6, G8 is the second group of G6. Now you can assign the binary value of G7 is 0 and binary value of G8 is assigned by 1. Now consider the group G7, it contains only one symbol, there is no further reduction. And we will consider the G8, it also carried only one symbol, there also no for further reduction. In the subgroups G3, G4, G5, G7, G8 are containing only one symbol, so there is no subdivisions are required for further reduction. Then we can stop the coding process. Here all the messages are successfully coded with binary values. To find the code value of the messages, coded values are taken horizontally from the table. Now consider X4 message is coded with binary value as 0, 0. X2 message is coded with binary value 0, 1. X5 is coded value is 1, 0. X1 message is coded value 1, 1, 0. And X3 coded value is 1, 1, 1. Then the final code is for X4 is 0, 0. Final code is for X2 is 0, 1. Message X5 coded with 1, 0. Message X1 coded with 1, 1, 0. And message X3 is coded with 1, 1, 1. In order to find the code word length of each message, count the number of digits in the binary codes. Let us consider message X4. Its coded value is 0, 0. It contains two binary digits. So the code word length is 2. Similarly for all the messages, corresponding code word length is calculated. For X2, the code word length is 2. For X5, code word length is 2. For X1, code word length is 3. For X3 message, the code word length is 3. Finally, we have arrived at code word length for all the messages. Next, To find the average code word length, here I have mentioned the general equation for the average code word length. L dash is equal to summation k equal to 1 to k pk into nk. In the given problem, the message set contain x1 to x5. Then the k value is varying from 1 to 5. The next step, the summations is expanded p1 n1 plus p2 n2 up to p5 n5. As already discussed, the table values arrived using Shannon-Fano algorithm. We can use the values to arrive the solution. Now apply the value of pk and apply the value of nk in the expanded equation. Now the L dash is 0.3 is a message for probability as a code length is 2 plus 0.25 is a second message probability and code length is 2, as like that for all the messages. Now the L dash value calculated as 2.25. Next, to find entropy. Entropy, his other name is called average information. It is denoted by the letter h of x. The general expression of the entropy can be written as h of x is equal to summation k varying from 1 to k pk log base 2 of 1 by pk. In the given problem, the set of message contain x1 to x5, then the summation k value varying from 1 to 5 pk log base 2 of 1 by pk. Summation is expanded here when the h of x is nothing but p1 log base 2 of 1 by p1 plus p2 log base 2 of 1 by p2 plus up to p5 log base 2 of 1 by p5. Here p1 is nothing but probability of x1 message, this is probability of x2 message, and p3 is a probability of x3 message, up to the p5 is nothing but your probability of x5. Now in this equation we are going to apply the probability of messages. Then the h of x can be written as 0.3 log base 2 of 1 by 0.3 plus 0.25 log base 2 of 1 by 0.25, 0.2 log base 2 of 1 by 0.2 and 0.15 log base 2 of 1 by 0.5, 0.1 log base 2 of 1 by 0.1. The unit of information in bits, so that log base 2 of 1 by pk can be represent log base 10 of 1 by pk, the value is divided by log base 10 of 2. Apply the condition in this equation, then the h of x can be represented like this. Then the h of x value calculated as 2.229 bits per symbol. L dash value and h of x value is noted for further calculation. Now to find the code efficiency is nothing but eta is equal to h of x by L dash. The h of x is already noted and L dash also already noted. Substitute the value here. Then the code efficiency value calculated as 0.9904. When the code efficiency has been represented in terms of percentage, it gives 99.04%. Next, to find the redundancy, the redundancy's general formula is 1 minus eta. The eta is nothing but code efficiency. The code efficiency value is 0.9904. Can apply it over here. Finally, the redundancy value calculated as 0.0096. Hence, we have found the code efficiency of the system and redundancy using Shannon-Fano algorithm. Next, we can see second example. A discrete memoryless source capital X is a set of message x1, x2 up to x8 has the following probabilities are shown here. Find the code efficiency using Shannon-Fano encoding. When the example 1 compared with example 2, in example 1 the probability values are non-repeated occurs. In example 2, the same probability value appears more than once here. Important point, the total probability values is always 1. In the given probability la 0.25 maximum value, அதுக்கு அடுத்த வேல்யூ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 0.125, அதுக்கு அடுத்த வேல்யூ 0.0625. Shannon-Fano algorithm. In algorithm, first step, the given probability are arranged in decreasing order. The probability value 0.25 occurs 2 times. Probability value 0.125 occurs 2 times. And probability of occurs 0.0625 in 4 times. இப்போ algorithm step 1 படி the probability values வந்து descending order arrange பண்ண போகிறோம். For example, 0.25 என்ற probability it carried by message x4 and also x7. அப்போ descending order arrange பண்ணும்போது எந்த மெசேஜ் ஃபஸ்ட் அக்கர் ஆகும் அப்படின்னு பார்க்கணுன்னா, எப்போவுமே இந்த வேல்யூஸ் வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா ஃபஸ்ட் மெசேஜ்லேருந்து அப் டு 8th மெசேஜ் வரைக்கும் நம்ம பார்த்துக்கிட்டே வரணும், ஃப்ரம் x1 to x8. அப்படி பார்க்கும்போது the 0.25 occurs at x4 first, then only the 0.25 is occurs at x6. அப்போ descending orderல the first position carried by message x4 and second position carried by message x6. அடுத்தது 0.125 நம்ம வரும். 0.125 பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ரெண்டு மெசேஜ் வந்து கேரி பண்ணியிருக்கு. ஒன்று வந்து x1, இன்னொன்று வந்து x7. இந்த டிசெண்டிங் ஆர்டரில் தேர்ட் பொசிஷனில் x7 இல்லை x1 அப்படியும் கன்ஃபியூஷன் வரப்போ திரும்ப அகெயின் x1லேருந்து x8 நம்ம மூவ் பண்ணும்போது at the time of x1 getting the probability 0.125. In the third position carried by message x1 and fourth position carried by message x7. இதே மாதிரி 0.0625க்கும் நம்ம அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணிக்கிறோம். ஃபைனலாக அல்காரிதத்தோட ஃபஸ்ட் ஸ்டெப் படி இங்கே the probabilities are arranged in decreasing order. அதுதான் இங்கே நான் காமிச்சிருக்கேன். So x4 is the first message, x6 is the second message, x1 is the third message, like that x7, x2, x3, x5 and x8. First step complete பண்ணியாச்சு. Second step, total probability வேல்யூவை ரெண்டு குரூப்பாக பிரிக்கணும் with more or less equal probability இருக்கணும். எப்படி பிரிக்கலாம் அப்படின்னு பார்க்குறப்ப I am going to approach case 1, the total probability value divided into two group, ரெண்டு குரூப்பாக நான் பிரிக்கிறேன். in case 1ல x4 மெசேஜ் x4 மெசேஜை வந்து குரூப் 1ஆகவும் ரிமைனிங் மெசேஜ் எல்லாத்தையுமே வந்து நான் குரூப் 2ன்னு நான் ஸ்ப்ளிட் பண்ணுறேன். அப்போது குரூப் 1ஓட ப்ராபபிலிட்டி வேல்யூ பார்க்குறப்ப வேல்யூ வந்து 0.25. குரூப் 2ஓட டோட்டல் ப்ராபபிலிட்டி வேல்யூன்னு பார்க்குறப்ப 0.75 வருது. அப்போ வேரியேஷன் வந்து ரொம்ப அதிகமாக இருக்குது. in case 2 G1 குரூப்பில் வந்து ஃபஸ்ட்டு 2 மெசேஜை நான் எடுத்துக்கிறேன். that means x4 and x6. ரிமைனிங் மெசேஜஸ் எல்லாத்தையுமே வந்து நான் குரூப் 2ன்னு சூஸ் பண்ணுறேன். எந்த மாதிரி நான் சூஸ் பண்ணும்போது the group 1 total probability value பார்த்தீங்கன்னா it will gives 0.5. அதே மாதிரி G2 குரூப்போட total probability வேல்யூவும் 0.5. ஸோ அப்போ இங்கே வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இந்த case 2 it will satisfy the step 2 condition. என்னன்னா the probability values are divided to group successfully with more or less equal probability. அப்போ கேஸ் 1ல பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ப்ராபபிலிட்டி வேல்யூ வந்து ரொம்ப வேரியேஷன்ஸ் இருக்கிறதுனால அந்த கேஸ் 1 வந்து நம்ம கன்சிடர் பண்ண வேணாம். only to consider the case 2 statement. ஸோ அதான் இங்கே நான் மென்ஷன் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். here the G1 is a group 1, it carried by message x4 and x6. then second group I mentioned is a G2. அல்காரிதமோட தேர்ட் ஸ்டெப் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா assign the binary value for the divided group. அதில் ஃபஸ்ட்டு குரூப்புக்கு வந்து 0னும் செகண்ட் குரூப்புக்கு வந்து 1னும் நம்ம அசைன் பண்ணணும். now here I shown the group 1 value assigned by 0 and group 2 assigned value by 1. இப்போ ஃபோர்த் ஸ்டெப் போகிறோம். ஃபோர்த் ஸ்டெப்பில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா if any of the group contains more than one symbol, that particular group should be divided into two subgroups. இதுதான் வந்து ஸ்டெப் 4. now consider the G1 group. இங்கே வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா it contain the two message, means two symbol. ஒன்று வந்து symbol x4, ஒன்று வந்து x6. அப்போ G1 என்னாச்சு இங்கே more than one symbol இருக்குது. அப்போ Now the G1 group going to be divided into two subgroups with more or less equal probability. So now given the name for subgroup 1 is G3 and subgroup 2 is G4 with the probability 0.25. G3 group oda probability வந்து 0.25 and G4 oda probability 0.25. At the step 5, assign the binary value for the subset. இங்க subset பார்த்தீங்கன்னா G3 is one of the subset, G4 is one of the subset. இப்போ first subsetக்கு the value வந்து 0, second subsetக்கு value வந்து 1. Step 6. Repeat step 4 and 5 until the final two subset carrying only one symbol. என்னன்னா அந்த subset வந்து one symbol வர்ற வரைக்கும் நம்ம அந்த subdivide பண்ணிட்டே போய்கிட்டே இருக்கணும். once அந்த one symbol வந்து ரீச் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா the coding conditions வந்து ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிடுவாங்க. ஸோ இப்போ இந்த G3 having only one symbol is nothing but only x4. ஸோ அப்போ என்ன பண்ணால் G3 அடுத்தது G3 வந்து there is no further subdivision. ஸோ அதனால் you can stop it. Next G4 group பார்க்குறப்ப it also contain only one symbol. So there is no for further reduction. அடுத்தது G2 நம்ம போகிறோம் இப்போ. ஸோ G2 பார்க்கும்போது here contain 6 symbols. ஸோ more than one symbols இருக்குது. அப்போ என்னது இப்போ the G2 going to divide into subgroups பிரிக்க போகிறோம். the group number வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா G5 and G6 அப்படின்னு கொடுக்குறேன். G5ன்றது first subset group, G6ன்றது second subset group of G2. X1 and X7 grouped as one group. X2, X3, X5 and X8 are formed as another group. So I have shown here now. Now assign the binary value for the subsets. For G5 0 and for G6 is 1. Now I consider the group G5. The G5 contain two symbols x1 and x7. So the G5 going for further reduction. The G5 divided into two subgroup. One group carrying the message x1 and one group carrying by message x7. So here the given this name is G7 and G8. G7 is the first group of G5, G8 is the second group of G5. Then assign the binary value. For G7 is 0 and for G8 is 1. Now consider G7, it carries only one symbol, there is no further reduction. And consider G8, it also carries only one symbol, so there is no further reduction. ஆனால் G6 ன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா it will have 4 messages, means 4 symbols. இப்போ G6 வந்து என்ன பண்ணணும், நம்ம இப்போ ரெண்டு செட்டாக நம்ம பிரிக்கணும். அந்த ரெண்டு செட்டுன்றதை நேம் இப்படி நான் கொடுத்துருக்கேன்னா G9 and G10 நான் கொடுத்துருக்கேன். G9 carrying the probability of x2 and x3. G10 having the probability of x5 and x8. So G9 and G10 I have shown here. அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன பண்ணணும், நம்ம binary values can be assigned. For G9 is 0. Assign the binary value is 1 for G10. Now Consider the G9, more than one symbols are represent ஆயிருக்கு. So the G9 divided into two subgroups. So group 11 and group 12 I mentioned. The group 11 carrying the probability 0.0625 and group 12 the probability carried by 0.0625. Equal probability number அது பிரிச்சாச்சு. Assign the binary values 0 for G11, for G12 is 1. Now consider the subgroup G11. It contains only one symbol, so there is no further reduction. When I consider the G12, it also carrying only one symbol, there is no further reduction. Now come to G10. The G10 group contain two symbols, one is X5 and one is X8. Now the G10 is going to be subdivided into two groups. I given the name as G13 and G14. G13 carrying the total probability is 0.0625 and for G14 carrying the total probability is 0.0625. After that, assign the binary value for the particular group. The G13 carried by 0, the G14 assigned by the value 1. Again when consider the G13, it only carrying the only one message, means one symbol, so there is no further reduction, and G14 also carrying only one symbol, there is no further reduction. Now you can see that all the subset values are carried only one symbol. Then we can stop the coding process. Here all the messages are successfully coded with binary values. To find the coded values of the messages, code values are taken horizontally from the table. Code value கண்டுபிடிக்க போகிறோம் for the individual messages. அது எப்படி மெஷர் பண்ணால் the values are taken in horizontally. இப்போ நான் X4 எடுக்கும் போது X4 ஓட message as coded with the binary value 0 and 0. Next X6 message பார்க்குறப்ப the coded value is 0 1. So அதே மாதிரி for X1 the coded value is 100. For X7 the coded value is 101. For the X2 message the coded value is 1100. For X3 message the coded value 1101 and for X5 1110. For X8 1111. Next வந்து நம்ம code length கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுனா count the number of digits in the binary codes. இப்போ the X4 ஓட binary code பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 00. ஸோ இங்கே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 2 digits இருக்கு. So the code length is 2 here. And for X6 the binary code value is 01. So the code length is 2. See them Mari, for X1 is 3, for X7 is 3, for X2 is 4, X3 is 4, X5 4 and X8 4. To find the average code word length. Average code word length oda general formula is summation k equal to 1 to k pk into nk. Here total set of message carrying x1 to x8. அதனால the summation k value varying from 1 to 8. As already discussed, the table values arrived using Shannon-Fano algorithm. We can use this value to arrive this solution. So in the table irundhu the pk value and nk value applying this summation to find the L dash. Finally, the L dash value calculated as 2.75. Next, to find the entropy. Entropy other name is average information. The general formula h of x is equal to summation k equal to 1 to k pk log base 2 of 1 by pk. Here the summation varying from 1 to 8. Then apply the probability value in this particular equation. Finally, the h of x value calculated as 2.75 bits per symbol. Next, to find the code efficiency, the eta equal to h of x by L dash. H of x value 2.75, L dash value 2.75. Then the code efficiency value gives equal to 1. The efficiency can be represented in percentage is equal to 100% efficiency. Finally, the efficiency of the system are calculated by using Shannon-Fano algorithm. Thank you.